Greetings to all partners from all over the world. It gives me such a joy and a privilege to launch and start this website. Why so? Because in this website, we will be able to share everything that we need to give an individual who would like to succeed in Royal Q, the blueprint and the roadmap to do what is necessary to succeed and come to a place called financial independence. We advocate financial independence. We talk about financial freedom all the time. We've always spoken about the possibility of living the dream life. Now it gives us joy to be able to share this freely with everybody. Now you don't need to have a person to be there physically with you to guide you and lead you. The whole idea of this website is so that we eliminate the need of someone who has to be there physically to guide you. The pandemic has taught us a lot of things. Not that we don't want to teach, not that we don't want to be there physically, personally to guide and teach. However, the pandemic has taught us a lot of things. That, there could come a time where our movements are crippled. So hence, we have to look at ways that we will be able to still do the things that we need to do, the fundamental and the important things that we need to do, but we need to be able to find ways to do it without being present physically, right? With this way, we will be able to communicate with one another 24/7. We are in line with everything that we are doing. The business of Royal Q is 24/7. The robot does what it does for us 24/7 without we having to bother about it. Now, the next thing is that cryptocurrency itself, the success of cryptocurrency, if you really look into the crux of it, the reason why it has become the acceptance level of cryptocurrency, and rather the revolutionary part of cryptocurrency, is the capacity to eliminate the third party. And blockchain technology remove the trust factor by putting it there that blockchain cannot be replaced. A blockchain cannot be tampered with. So with that, it became that anybody and anyone who's on to cryptocurrency will know that their transactions do not need to be prior approved by a third party. It's a community, and they don't need to worry about tampering. Cryptocurrency eliminated double spending, right? That's just terms of financial terms, but that's the reason why it became that acceptance level that it is, and it became such a fantastic and important part of our life today, right? Now the same thing with Royal Q. Royal Q came in, they eliminated the need for a management team to approve your withdrawals and approve your promotions and all that. They have set a system that will continue to complement your level of performance. That to me is really a dream come true. I don't need to be pleasing somebody. I don't need to be just being nice to somebody so that I can get recommended for promotions, or I need to get approval to get my commission paid. I've worked with some organizations where I have to be nice with somebody so that he can recommend the approval. It's not fun. This is why when you've gone through certain things, you will appreciate what we have now. Remember that whatever we appreciate appreciates. Whatever we do not appreciate depreciates. And a gem does not lose its significance just because it is not appreciated. Royal Q is a gem, right? So in the same line with that, we've rather constructed this website so that we eliminate the need for you to be dependent on an individual to guide you and train you. We're not saying we're not going to put the human touch there. We all need the human touch. We're always around. However, let's face the truth. We want to have large teams. We want to grow huge. To grow huge, you need to have a system, not an individual. Because you cannot serve everybody in as much as you want to serve. This is the best way that we can serve them. This is the best way that the leaders can serve. We will do Zooms regularly still. We'll still meet on Zooms. But you know what? For people to go back and check and see what they need to do, how they need to continue with their team building and all that, they need to have a system. And that's the reason why we constructed this website, so that the system will guide them. We do not need to worry about the trainer. Sometimes we leave it to we train the trainer and all that. There have been many times when we do that. If it's physically possible to every time meet and get that done, somehow or other it can work. But when there is some limitation, and if you want to go global, it's not possible to meet all the time physically. But with technology, we can meet all the time, right? With this, rather than training the trainer, we are training one another via the system. With the system, we will be able to pick one another up, and we'll be able to guide one another up, and we'll be able to fall back on it and look and see what we need to do, as and when we need to do. In this whole program, you will be introduced, or rather we will also be recognizing 3 very significant personalities, right? One is boss, one is a friend, and one is an enemy. These 3 personalities. As we start our journey, we must be aware that everyone is subject to these 3 characters. Let's identify. My definition of a boss: someone who is worth serving and pleasing. One who is able to motivate us 24/7, 365 to get the best out of us. One who keeps us excited and keep going. I would like to declare that there's no one human being alive who qualify for this position, no matter how sincere they are. Hence, my boss is my dream. And a dream is not what you have while you sleep, but what keeps you awake until you achieve it. And I want to do everything to please my boss, which means I am constantly thinking of ways to be aligned with my boss, which is my dream. Again, my boss is my dream. A dream is not what you have while you sleep, but what keeps you awake until you achieve it. Different people have different variations, different people have different plans, different people have different thoughts, but my boss is my dream. Enemy. The definition of an enemy is a thing or person who can harm you or weaken you. Alright? Harm or weaken something or someone else. Again, there's no one such person strong enough to stand against a person who has a dream. However, our enemies are procrastination, laziness, excuses, fear, average. Hence, we need a friend to help us fight our enemies. The definition of a friend. Friend is someone who hates our enemies as much as we do. In as much as we would love to have a friend like this, the reality is that there is no such human, no matter how amazing and sincere they are, who can fulfill this definition. Hence, we need an intangible friend to fight our intangible enemy. Our friend is systems. We have just erected it. Time management. We will teach in this program. Mindset changing concepts. We are talking about it all the time. We talk about life. We talk about the power of money. We talk about the choice. We talk about the power of choice. Passion. Purpose. Plan. Principles. We have all this in our plans, right? In the whole system that we put, we include all this. Remember, it's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be.